Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into something a little different.
Oh,
Yeah, we're taking a look at heartbeats celebrating human connection.
okay.
So it's stories from all over the globe about just like really beautiful acts of kindness.
Oh, I love that. I'm excited.
Yeah, and how these small things can really like change the world.
They make a difference.
So to kick things off, we're going to start in New York City.
Okay.
Have you ever been on a really packed subway?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's just like,
Crazy.
yeah, just rushing around.
Ah,
And so picture this. You've got this elderly woman.
okay.
She's trying to like manage these heavy bags
Oh.
and nobody's helping. But then this young guy sees her and he carries her bags and he sits with her and talks with her so she doesn't feel alone.
That's so nice.
It's just like this little thing
Yeah.
that can really make someone's day.
Especially in a big city like that where it can feel so impersonal sometimes.
Right. Totally. Now, let's hop over to Paris.
Oh, Lola.
There's this bookstore there
Okay.
and they open their doors during a really bad cold snap.
Really?
Yeah. And they basically turned into like this book sanctuary.
Ah,
They offered people a warm place to stay.
wow.
They had coffee,
Nice.
just a sense of community.
That's so cool. Like a safe haven?
Exactly.
Wow.
And then it like turned into this whole thing online.
Really?
Yeah, with the hashtag book sanctuary.
Oh, wow.
And all these bookstores all over started doing the same thing.
It's amazing how such a simple act of like opening your doors can spark something so much bigger.
Totally.
Okay.
Ready for something totally different.
Yeah, hit me.
We're going to the Nairobi Marathon.
Oh, wow.
So picture this, a runner. He's like right near the finish line
He's almost there.
and he just collapses.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
The other runners,
Mm-hmm.
they stopped to help him.
Wow.
They could just kept going, but they helped him up and they made sure he crossed that finish line with them.
That gives me chills.
It's like that competitive spirit just completely disappeared.
Yeah.
And it was all about like helping each other out.
Unity over competition.
Exactly. And the hashtag marathon of unity kind of sums it all up.
Powerful stuff.
Okay, so from a marathon in Kenya,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to Tokyo.
Okay.
This group of volunteers there started offering free language classes for immigrants.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, but it wasn't just like your typical language class.
Really? What did they do?
They used art and storytelling
Oh, wow.
to help people connect with each other and learn about different cultures.
That's so creative.
Right. And it really emphasizes that learning a language is about more than just,
Words.
yeah, it's about
Mhm.
understanding each other and building relationships.
Yeah, like finding that common ground.
Totally. And there was this hashtag language of love
I love that.
that really captures that spirit of connection.
Okay, so we've got New York, Paris, Nairobi, Tokyo. Where are we off to next?
London.
Oh, right.
So there's this anonymous person in London
Okay.
called the Secret Santa of Smiles.
Cute.
They leave little gifts and notes in public places just to brighten people's day.
That's so thoughtful.
It's just like these random acts of kindness.
Yeah.
And then it like inspired this whole movement with the hashtag Secret Santa Smiles.
So people are encouraging others to do the same.
Yeah, to just spread a little joy wherever they go.
I love it. It's like a ripple effect of positivity.
Totally. Okay, ready for a beach trip?
Always.
Going to Brazil.
Nice.
There was this group of students there who organized a beach cleanup.
Okay.
But they didn't just want it to be like a boring chore.
Yeah.
They turned it into this big community event.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, with music and food.
Wow.
They really made it like a celebration.
What a great way to bring people together.
Right. And one of the organizers said, we're not just cleaning up, we're waking up a community.
I love that.
It's about so much more than just picking up trash.
Yeah, it's about taking care of our environment.
And each other.
Exactly.
Okay, so from the beaches of Brazil,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to the streets of São Paulo.
Okay.
There's this man there.
Yeah.
And he uses his own money to feed and care for stray dogs,
Oh, that's so kind.
especially during like really bad weather.
He's like a guardian angel for those dogs.
Right. And his story inspired the hashtag Guardian Austrays.
I love that.
It's all about recognizing the people who are out there taking care of those who can't take care of themselves.
Yeah, those who can't speak for themselves.
Okay.
Okay.
Prepare to have your heart warmed.
All right, I'm ready.
We're going to Mumbai.
India.
Yeah. So there's this family, they're eating in a restaurant
Rah.
and they're like struggling to afford the meal.
Oh, no.
But the restaurant quietly paid for their food.
Wow.
They didn't make a big deal about it.
That's incredible.
They just wanted to help.
That's real generosity right there.
Yeah, and it inspired this hashtag unexpected feast.
I love that.
It's all about encouraging people to do something kind for someone else without expecting anything in return.
Okay, so we've gone from stray dogs to unexpected feasts. Where to now?
We're going to Berlin.
All right.
So there's this musician there,
Okay.
and he plays free concerts in hospitals.
Really?
Yeah, for the patients and their families.
That's so beautiful.
It's all about bringing a little bit of joy and comfort to people who are going through tough times.
Music is so powerful.
Right. It can really lift your spirits.
Totally. And there's a hashtag for this one too, right?
Yeah, hashtag music of healing.
So beautiful.
Okay, last stop for this part of our journey.
All right.
We're going to Toronto.
Canada.
Yeah, during a really cold winter, there was this group of volunteers,
Okay.
and they were giving out blankets to people experiencing homelessness.
Oh, that's so
It's
nice.
just a simple act of kindness,
Yeah.
but it means so much.
Right. It shows that someone cares.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And one of the volunteers said that a blanket is not just warmth, it's a message of care.
I love that.
And that's where the hashtag blanket of love comes from.
So powerful.
From subways to concert halls,
Yeah.
beaches to city streets. We've seen so many amazing examples of human connection in action.
It's incredible.
And this is just the beginning.
So we're back and ready to dive into more of these amazing stories from Heartbeat celebrating human connection.
Yeah, it's just so inspiring to see how people from all over the world are choosing kindness.
Totally. And what really gets me is how it's not always about like these big organized things.
Yeah.
It's the everyday people just doing what they can to make a difference.
Like the guy on the subway in New York.
Exactly. Or that bookstore in Paris opening their doors to people during the cold snap.
Well, I think those little things could have such a big impact.
Totally. And it reminds us that we all have the power to do something kind, you know?
Absolutely. And sometimes it's about like shifting our perspective. Like remember that story from the Nairobi Marathon?
Oh yeah, the runner who collapsed.
Yeah. And instead of just focusing on winning, the other runners stopped to help him.
It really challenges that idea that we always have to be competing with each other.
Right. It's like sometimes the biggest win is helping someone else succeed.
Totally. And that hashtag Marathon of Unity is just so perfect.
That really captures that spirit of coming together.
Speaking of coming together,
Yeah.
those language classes in Tokyo are such a great example of how we can connect with people from different cultures.
Yeah, they really understood that learning a language is about so much more than just memorizing words.
It's about understanding each other's stories and experiences.
Building bridges, you know.
Totally. And using art and storytelling to do that. It's
Right.
just so brilliant.
It's like they created this space where everyone felt welcome and could learn from each other.
And the hashtag language of love just warms my heart.
It's all about finding that common ground that connects us as humans.
And sometimes that connection comes from the most unexpected places.
Like a little gift from a Secret Santa smiles.
Oh, I love that story.
It's just such a simple act of kindness.
But it can really brighten someone's day.
And it reminds us that we all have the power to do something like that.
And the hashtag Secret Santa of Smiles is a great way to encourage others to spread that joy.
Totally. Okay, so from Secret Santas to beach cleanups.
Oh, yeah, the students in Brazil.
What a great example of how we can make a difference in our communities.
And have fun doing it.
Right. They turned what could have been a chore into a celebration.
And their message about waking up a community.
Yeah.
That's so powerful.
It's about recognizing that we're all connected and we have a responsibility to take care of each other in our environment.
And speaking of taking care,
Mm-hmm.
that man in São Paulo who feeds the stray dogs.
Oh, he's a true hero.
He is. It just shows that compassion goes beyond our own species.
And then the hashtag Guardian Ostres is a beautiful tribute to people like him who are out there making a difference for animals.
It's a reminder that every living being deserves kindness.
Okay, ready for another heartwarming story?
Hit no.
So remember that family in Mumbai who was struggling to pay for their meal?
Oh, yeah.
And the restaurant just quietly paid for it.
It's amazing how such a simple act can have such a profound impact.
It's about recognizing a need
Yeah.
and stepping up to help without expecting anything in return.
And the hashtag unexpected feast is all about encouraging others to do the same.
To just spread a little bit of kindness wherever they go.
These stories are really powerful.
They are.
They remind us of the beauty of the human spirit.
And the power of connection.
And we're not done yet. There are still more incredible stories to explore from Heartbeats celebrating human connection.
So let's take a short break and then we'll be back with the final part of our deep dive. And we're back for our final look at these incredible stories from Heartbeat Celebrating Human Connection.
It's really amazing how these stories highlight that even with all our differences, kindness is something we all share.
Yeah, it's like no matter where you go in the world, people are doing these amazing things for each other.
It's like kindness is a universal language.
Totally. And it's not just about the big things either.
Right. It's often the small, everyday acts of kindness that can really make a difference.
Like that musician in Berlin who played free concerts for hospital patients.
Yeah, or those volunteers in Toronto giving out blankets to people experiencing homelessness.
Those are the moments that really restore your faith in humanity.
They do. And what's so inspiring is that so many of these acts are done without any expectation of reward.
Like that man in Sao Paulo who took care of all those stray dogs.
Or the restaurant in Mumbai that quietly paid for that family's meal.
It's like they just saw a need and wanted to help.
And it's those kinds of actions that can really inspire others to do the same.
Like that Secret Santa of Smiles in London.
Oh, yeah. It started with just one person leaving little gifts and notes.
And it turned into this whole movement of people spreading joy.
It's amazing how one person's kindness can have such a ripple effect.
It's like planting a seed that can grow into something truly beautiful.
And speaking of beautiful, those students in Brazil who turned their beach cleanup into a community event.
What a great example of how we can all come together and make a difference.
And have fun while we're doing it.
Right. They turned what could have been a chore into a celebration.
And their message, we're not just cleaning up, we're waking up a community.
It really speaks to the power of collective action.
And the importance of taking care of our environment and each other.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into Heartbeats Celebrating Human Connection, what act of kindness will you perform today?
That's a great question.
It doesn't have to be anything big.
Right. Just a small gesture to brighten someone's day.
Or to make the world a little bit better.
Because even the smallest act of kindness can make a difference.
This deep dive has been such a heartwarming journey.
It really has.
A reminder that there's still so much good in the world.
And that we all have the power to make it even better.
Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time for another deep dive into the things that matter.